Alright, good morning, guys. What is up? We're about to open up here right now. SECO is a little bit interesting because this company Quadient is investing $100 million into SECO, and they're paying about $9.50 a share, is what I saw in the press release. So it's got a ways to go. I could see it pushing up because of that. What's up, One Life? Good morning. So I'm definitely interested in keeping an eye on that. WSA is dropping out. CTX has got some volume. See VVPR. Mara's still on a downtrend. This is probably going to keep crashing, I would imagine, because Bitcoin crashed. Or Bitcoin dropped pretty fast anyway. And you see SECO all the way up to 450 now. Interesting. Save selling off. GSUM selling off. Looks like this might start ripping here if it breaks 150. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I got Huge on my watch list. My only problem with Huge is it's so high up. Like this, I mean, it was down to $3 yesterday, and it's $12 now. So like that's just a huge move. So gotta be very careful with that. So let me adjust this trend line. SECO getting squished back down here. Nothing over here on the scanner. Well, if you're in a GNUS at 513, I don't know what's going on with GNUS. I've been seeing GNUS all over Facebook groups and stuff talking about how the stock is going to the moon, but there is a trend line. You can draw this trend line and follow the trend line. But they definitely getting a little bit of move there. A lot of downtrends on a lot of these stocks, except for Huge and GNUS, it looks like. So Sava's still trying to break above. Trying to get over this downtrend. And they got more news released, so that's real sketchy. It's Huge. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. Daniel B's right. Anything could happen there. It's a little wild right at the moment. The only thing I'm looking at right now is Seva if we get over this downtrend. Because Seva moves. Seva's moved multiple times. You can see all these green big candles. See if his 1 minute candle closes above the downtrend line. Looks like it's going to. I'm gonna go on Seva. If it could, now it's got to get through 250. If it can do that, then it might be able to start moving. Let's see at 250 what we look like. Come right up to it, but it hadn't hit 250 yet. Pulling back a little bit here, but let's see. A little bit of selling coming in. We did just make a nice move on this green candle, a nice little pop up, but we don't want it to sell off too much. It needs to hold above 240. You get this 245 out of here. I'm selling at 245. They're starting to come across. There we go. Let's see what happens at 250 if it can get back there. Get back to 250. Now let's see. We might be starting to test too. Let's see if we can get through 250. Next price target probably 270, and probably around the area I try to lock out at. If it can get there. See, it's still struggling to even get to 250. It's like right there. Just needs a little bit more buying. There it goes. Now it's starting to push. Let's try and keep getting sellers at 248, trying to hold it down. There we go. Now we finally got through 248. Selling at 249. It's going to come back down a little bit. A little bit of buyers just came in at 246. This 5-minute candle's fixing to close. Starting to push up a little bit again here. It's so close. It's trying to test 250. If it could get there, it's like right at it. GNUS halted on the way up. Nice job. Nice job. little bit of a quick sell off. Let's see if 240 holds up. Yeah, 240 is trying to hold up. Buyers keep coming back in, but it's having a hard time holding it. There we go. Oh. Boy, save us being tricky. What's wrong with Planet 13? See, do we maybe have a trend line on this? Let's see. There's a possible trend line forming, maybe. We're getting buy-in in these areas, so that does make me feel okay about this. It's not just selling off. The buyers keep coming in this 240 area and pushing it back up towards 250. But it really needs to get through 250 soon. You get that 243 seller out of the way very soon, or that's gonna cause too much selling pressure on this. See, this next candle's fixing to close here. This next 5-minute candle's fixing to close. Big seller sitting at 245 now. So if he gets taken out pretty quick. Not getting any buyers at 245. Let's see some buyers come in here. There we go. Now they're starting to come in. Oh, there we go. Starting to pop up here out of nowhere. Oh, getting some buying coming in right through 250. Here we go. Now we're starting to shake and move. Now we're moving a little bit. I said we should be able to get up to 270 or 275. We'll see. I'm about to blow through 260. Very nice, very nice. I like it. Oh, and we got hung up right there for some reason. Let's see, where do we get hung up at? 260. So a little bit of resistance at 260. And we keep testing at 260, so as long as it keeps testing at 260, we should get through that pretty soon. It doesn't seem like it's that big a deal, but you never really know. I'm just keeping an eye. So there's not like any huge sellers at 260. There's just selling at 260. We're getting a lot of buys coming through at 260 when it's showing it. And you see there's a lot of buys. There we go. Now we're through it. Okay. Oh, we're still struggling with 260. But we did pop through it. We did poke our head through 260 for a second there. So as long as we don't sell off, I think we can consolidate a little bit through here and then break through 260. But we want 250 to hold as support because it was such tough resistance. starting to pop up again a little bit. $258's getting taken out. Plenty of buyers coming in there. Through 259. Let's see. We're going to test 260 some more. Yeah, nice. Testing 260 some more. Nice strong buying coming in through that 260. Very nice. Very nice. That's what I like to see. Now we're starting to get buyers at 260 for support, which is what we want to see. We want that old resistance turning into new support. Look at that selling at 264. Oh no, they're all taken out. Now we're starting to climb. I'll put a little sell order at 272 for 100 shares and see if that gets hit here soon. I'm trying to try to lock out 100 of it right away, 100 shares if it does hit 270, and then we'll see what happens from there. If it can get up there. So we are starting to fall back down a little bit here. Yeah, you can see 260 starting to try to hold up as support. It's looking pretty good. We keep getting buyers coming in there, so that's nice. We gotta get through this 265. There's some resistance at 265 holding us back a little bit. Come on, let's see 265 on the ask. I want to start seeing 265 getting attacked. It's not getting attacked right now. We're just floating between 260 and 265. We need to start testing that resistance. It's starting to come down a little bit. Make sure. I'm going to take that limit order out just in case. In case it starts turning around on me. So that 260 support is starting to crack some. See if buyers come back in or not here. some buying, a little bit of selling, turning at 260. Let's see if we can get back through. Come on, get back through 260. Nope, having an issue with 260 there. So we're having a little bit of pullback, but I mean, this is the first red candle we've had. There's been 2 green candles, so it may have to consolidate a little bit more before it can break through that 265, 270 area. Where's that 265 at? So we're trying to get some support at 265 is the bottom of these 2 candles. That's where it's at. That's a look, man. I can't imagine that being that strong a resistance, but it very well could be. We'll see. Got some selling at 257 now, where we were trying to hold some support. Starting to crack that 253 a little bit. So a little profit taking after this little move here. So a little bit of those sellers have moved down to 255 now. Let's see, this candle is 5 minutes fixing to close. Let's see if the momentum starts changing again. And there we go. And if this candle can get over 263 over the top of this red candle, we could see it start ripping again. I'm struggling a little bit. But 263 is where the volume will come in to push this over through 265. And you can see that's where it's getting held up at. Is at 263. Right at this second. So a little. There we go. There's some buying. See, it starts pushing through 263. Oh, it's just got to get through 263. If it can get through 263, it's going to pop through 265. The sellers are trying to hold it below the top of this red candle, because they know if it pops up over that top of this red candle, it's going to go. Now a little pullback here. Come on, get all this selling out of here. We're going to do it the last minute and a half of this candle. Is this one we're going to pop through this 263 and 265 real quick like? No, maybe not. Well, we still got a little over a minute and a half. It's trying its little hardest. It's trying its little heart out to try to get over that area. See if we can get back over 260 again right here and start testing. Let's see, the last minute of this candle. Let's see what's going to happen here. I'd like to see this 5-minute candle close over 260. That would make me feel real nice about this. It's got about 40 seconds to do it. And it didn't, so let's see what happens here. See if this candle starts trying it. There's a lot of sellers sitting at 260 now, but we shall see. buyers at it. My buyers are slacking off a little bit here. A little drop down. I want to see that buy-in come in and keeping it off of 250 though. So that 250 is our major support. So our major support now, and the 13-day is at 250 as well. So that's got to hold up. Ooh, we're cracking 250 a little bit here. So we are getting buyers though. Oh no. Looks like we're trying to shake out the last bit of bag holders and stuff here. Well, now we're getting some decent buyers coming in down through here. Yeah, now we're starting to get some actually decent sized bids on the buying side. This whole time there's not been any decent bids, but now they're starting to come over. You're probably right, Daniel B. You're probably right about huge. Sorry, guys. I know there's other stuff going on, but I'm in this guy and I can't really look away at the moment. It's been too close of areas. You see some buyers come back in. Push this. This candle needs us to come up. This candle needs to get back up to that 260 area. Because I don't like how we're starting to point down some. It's kind of at a little angle, not really at a curve. Let's see. Where's our buyers at? We had a little bit of buyers starting to come in on the bids and stuff, but now here we go. There's the buyers. We gotta keep these buyers. Gotta keep coming in. They're making me nervous. Keep testing this damn 250 area. Just needs to get off of this support. Let's see, I guess we... I guess we do kind of... it's a ugly trend line, though. It's not a good trend line. Starting to crack this 251 area. Now we're going to test the 250 support, and we cracked right through the 250 support. Well, no, it didn't. It almost cracked through 250 support, but buyers come back in. We need to keep seeing buyers hold this up at 250. Let's see what happened there. We just had a bunch of green come through, and we were almost pushing over 253, and then buying just stopped and selling started coming in. We're getting a little indecision right here. Let's see, this 5-minute candle's got 40 seconds. I need to see it. Need to make sure it's not going to come right back up before it closes. It's starting to look a little sketchy here. Looking a little sketchy. And if 250 starts looking like pretty strong resistance again, then I'm going to get out of this. But if we can pop right back over 250, 250 is not being resistance, then I'm fine. Trying to give this a little bit more time to wiggle around. See something. Could our downtrend be like this, maybe? Ooh, we could be still in a downtrend. Hmm. Oh, there we go. There's a pop over 250 real quick like. Came out of nowhere. That boy came out of nowhere. I'm starting to climb a little bit again here. But 250 didn't held up as resistance, so that's a good little sign that this still may have a chance. Especially if we could start holding 250 again as support. A little bit of buyers at 250 holding it up though. There we go. We're starting to get a little buying back in. See, if this candle can close over 250, that would be really nice to see. And it looks like it's going to. Yeah, okay. So you can see this 5-minute candle open up right above 250. So now we got this possible little curl around if it can come up again. If we can get buyers pushing it back up. Let's see. Let's see what's going to happen here. Are we done with all the selling for a little while? There we go. Starting to push back up a little bit. A little bit of buying coming back in here. So if we get over 255, get back over 255. That ain't nothing. We were over 255 earlier. It's not a big deal. Let's see, we still got held up, so this may be a new downtrend line, which is not really a good thing. Really need to see it get above 255 and get above that downtrend line so I can I'm gonna start testing again. We need this back up at 265, testing 265. That's where we want to be at. So we need to see it popping up some more. Yeah, where's our buying volume? There's no buying volume coming in on this right this second. There it goes. A little resistance at 255. I need to bust through that. needs to get through 150 or 250. There you go. I was about to say, needs to get through 255 very soon. There wasn't any buyers coming in on the time and sales at 255, but enough came through to take it halfway out. Now we need to see some more, take it the rest of the way out. Come on, buyers, where are you guys at? We get a little bid stacking up at 254. I like that. 255. There we go. Now we're through 255. I'm starting to pop up a little bit here again. Selling at 259. Got some selling. We have, I don't want to say we really have selling. We have a seller at 259. He's getting taken out here. There we go. Now it's pushing through 260. There we go. Got some selling at 262. So we're getting held up in that same area as before. Good to open on that candle. Let's see something. Ooh, we just got a big buying volume pop. Just popped over 263. I think we might start moving here. But remember with that 265, the 265 area is the area that's the problem. We get through 265 and then we can get up to 270, 275. And let's see, we're going to break 265 here. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're going to get right through and we're going to pop right up here. So I'm going to put a limit order in for 100 shares right there at 271. See if that gets filled. If this pushes back up. It hit 270. See if it can push one more time for 270. Come on, push up there. There we go. See if it can push through 270 here. Looks like it's going to push through 270. There, I got half my order filled. So let's see, pushing up to 275. We're through 275. We're climbing a little bit more. 280. 280 has some resistance, but started pushing through that. You know, guys, I'm good. I'm locking out. I'm out. So $60 win. I'm good. There we go. All right. I know there's a lot going in the chat, and I missed a lot, but this trade was a little trickier than I was wanting it to be, but it worked out. So there we go. Stuck to my plan and executed. Now I'm about to choke on water. Oh. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. It was a bit of a rough one, but we got it. We got it in there. I got. I don't know if it's hard or insanity, but you know, when you're following the price action, you can kind of get an idea of which way it's going. But very nice move on this so far. Now it could break. I was about to say this could keep climbing up to $3. But I had to lock out because at 265, 275, or I'm sorry, 270, 275 area, and 280 all were kind of acting as resistance. So I'd rather lock in my profit. But it does look like it's going to try to push for 3. All right, guys. One Life, you just jumped in, Seva? I'm going to let that run. Give me just a few minutes here, guys. I'm going to go take a quick breather now that I got out of this trade. It looks like it's going to try it for 3, though. All right, guys. So it looks like it got up to 290, but this is see the difference of having a trading plan and not having a trading plan. Everybody's been following me for a while. You know, when I go gung ho and I have no trading plan, I just take losses. But when you have a plan and you execute your plan the way exactly to the way you plan it, it will usually work out. And if it doesn't, you take a very small loss. So let's see. Yeah, Kofi, if you're mad and stuff, you just need to step away from trading right now and just get out of the stream. Just get out of everything. Go walk away. Take a breather, buddy. I know the feeling. It is frustrating sometimes. I don't know what all happened. You guys just gotta be. You just gotta have a clear cut trading plan. This is nice. This looks like it's going to test 3, and it may even break 3, possibly. I mean, the reason why I like this play is because it fell so hard. You know, for a while, for a couple of weeks, actually a couple of months, you know, it was way up higher than this, and then, of course, I had this big sell-off. So, it had a lot of room to move. If it does break 3, you can see there's some resistance at 320, so I don't know how much further it would go than that if it does. See if it tries to break 3 here. You can see it is struggling with 3. It did make a new high a day, which is a good show of strength on this. Now sometimes, yeah, sometimes you need to take a break. Sometimes you just have to take a few days. Oh yeah, very nice. All the way up through 305. So, yes, I left profits on the table, but I don't care because my trading plan was to get out in that 270, 275 area. Okay, it could have easily just as easily hit, you know, the top of these candles right here, this 271, 272, and then at 275. It could have just as easily hit through this area and came right back down. So I'm happy. I'm happy with the with what I did. It was executed to the exact way I wanted it. So nice job, One Life, getting in there, making a quick little scalpy play. So, save a. Yeah, it's a nice job. It's a good little scalpy play. Nothing wrong with that. Are you talk? Are you talking to One Life or me, Steven? Because you guys know I'm not that wise. I'm only wise every once in a while. I'm only wise when my brain allows me to be, which is very seldom. But I'm going to try to stick to this trading plan and this dip buying strategy, because that's kind of what this was. Um, it was kind of a dip buy, because the stock had ran way up and it came back down. I didn't get quite as low as I would like to, but that's not a big deal. You gotta wait. I was looking at this downtrend right here, and that's what I was waiting for this downtrend to break. So, and then for it to confirm the break of this downtrend. So it worked out. But this is what I'm gonna try to continue to do: is stay disciplined and execute. Now this is actually trying to rip through that 325 area. But yeah, One Life is very wise. That's why I was making sure. I figured you were talking to him, because One Life is a wise guy. One Life is very, very disciplined, very smart about his trading. Yeah. This guy's still moving up, though. This is a pretty nice run. I didn't quite expect Seva to, be the stock to run, but I figured it would at least try to come back up and test these areas. But pretty nice run so far, but you can see it's still getting held up by that resistance. And that's going to be pretty strong resistance because that was some strong support. You can see right there, 1, 2, 3, 4 days it held up as support. But it also, this stock did just go from 230 to 330, so that's a whole dollar move right through there. So very nice. But what else is going on? I know One Life killed it on GNUS. Oh yeah, GNUS had a nice rip. This stock has just kept running and kept running. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That was the point I was making too. Like, you guys have seen me trade with no plan, but on this stock, my plan was very specific. It was very, you know, very strategic. And usually, if you trade like that all the time, if you have a plan and stick to it, you will be consistent. Because you will take very small losses and then you will get some decent runs. Nice. Nice One Life. So let's see what else. Wow, this is sold off. I can't believe it's sold off. I mean, it's, you know, somebody's willing to invest $100 million in this company at $9.50 a share, and it sells off. Who would have thought? But that's the thing with the stock market. Sometimes they can have the best press release, and it doesn't mean anything. And you can see WSA. It actually broke over this downtrend, but then ended up still getting hung up. See, this is exactly what I was talking about, though. We broke the downtrend on Seva, and it came up. But if you look, you draw a line right across here on WISA. It broke the downtrend, came up, it hit this area, this old resistance area, and it came right back down. That same thing could have happened on Seva. This exact same thing could have happened. So that's why it's important to have a trading plan and have price targets and all that. Mara, I figured Mara was going to keep crashing. I saw that Bitcoin took a huge dump today. Oh wow, huge came out, I guess. So out of that halt, it gapped up, and then it completely sold off. I mean, it looks to me like it came out right here and then just instantly dropped. GUSM, that's nothing. It's disgusting. VVPR, nothing. Exactly. I'm just looking around, seeing anything else happen. Checking out some other moves. SPY. Ooh, look at the SPY. SPY is up to 311. Stock market does not care. Does not care about the world. It doesn't care what's going on. Stock market just says we're going, and we're not stopping. Because we're over that resistance, so now this resistance on the SPY and whatever it is on the Dow will hold up as support, or it should. Because we've confirmed the breakthrough of that. So now what I would like to see is just the SPY bouncing around, let's see, where's the next? Right here, about 315. Okay. Yeah, I have long term too. Yeah, absolutely. I did like the first. I didn't get into really long term investing until like the past probably about year, maybe year and a half. But the stock market was so high. We were at such highs before. It'd been a long time since the market really had a pullback. So I was kind of just waiting, for something to happen, and it did. So I've been buying stocks for long term since about right through here, right in this area when we started coming back up after the big dip. But yeah, One Life's got a good swing trading long term or swing trading large cap strategy that seems to be pretty good. He's been using it. Seems to have been working pretty good for him. So it looks like it's trying to build some support right here at that 298, that pre-market high there. I didn't have that many um, before the coronavirus crash. That's what I was saying. I didn't really start long term investing until after the big crash. So I mean, I had a few. Like I had Planet 13. I was holding. What did Daniel say? He wanted me to look at Planet 13. Let me think of that real quick. Yeah. Oh yeah. Nothing's wrong with Planet 13, Daniel. I knew there's nothing wrong with Planet 13. Running back up. Very nice. Nice to see that. Because Planet 13 is a strong, good company. Stop trashing my company, Daniel B. It's not actually my company, but I just really like this company a lot. I like what they're trying to do a whole lot. It is, I mean, I'm saying that, don't think that it's like, a super safe stock, because it is an OTC stock. It is, a pot company, but I just really like this company. I've actually been to their facilities. If you guys haven't seen that video, I have video footage of being inside the facility and how things look, and it's a pretty cool thing. But yeah, before the crash, I had some shares of Planet 13. I actually sold them during the crash, which I regret, but I was trying to consolidate some cash. But it's not a big deal. And then I had a few shares of some other things, but I really started that's the thing, when the market drops this big, you got to start buying some stocks at some point. Some cheap stocks. These are great discount prices to get in here. Yeah, yeah. Books can help. Honestly, yeah, exactly. The drops is when you buy long. Um, what was I about to say though? Oh, honestly, the best way to learn the stock market, because YouTube is fine, books are great, but you can study, you can read, and you can watch videos, and you can study all you want to your heart's desire. You are not going to really learn until you are in the markets every single day, hands on experience trading. Like you can go to college and learn how to operate and do a heart transplant on somebody as a doctor, but until you actually do a heart transplant, you're really not going to understand. Like you have to be trading. Like you don't need to be trading with tons of money when you're first starting out, but you have to be in the markets every morning, watching the way these stocks are moving, testing your strategies with one or two shares, and just learning the feel of the market, the feel of the way stocks are moving, the direction that they're heading in. That's going to teach you more than anything. Like, I'm not saying don't read and don't study. You absolutely want to do that, but until you start putting it to work and testing it and practicing it and getting a feel for the way stocks actually move, then it's not going to help that much. Exactly. There you go. There you go. GNUS. I mean, GNUS, it's trying to build some support here at this area right in here. Looks like it's a little bit below $6. It's like $5.95. Like right across here is where it's trying to build support. So I mean, it could keep curling around. Just want to make sure that $5.95 support's holding up. I mean, this is my thing, and this is why I didn't even look at Genius. When a stock is, and see, here's the other thing too. There's a trend line. There's a trend line from, pre-market, after hours, yesterday, and pre-market. There's this trend line. So it very easily it could come all the way back down to this trend line too. So that's something you got to look at. On top of that, this stock has ran quite a bit. This is a pretty big rip up. So it could keep going. Yes, that's a possibility. But there's two sides to every coin, and it could also just come right back down. So like if you're thinking about buying in here, it's kind of gambly. I'm not going to lie to you, because it's so high up. Like, I mean, the stock hasn't been, this high in over a year. Actually, let's see, where's it at? 181. So, yeah, over $2 at this point right here. It's not been over this high in 2 years, or in a year. Maybe 2 years. I don't know, but in a year. So, you're buying way up here on the chart. That's what you have to realize. The normal movements of this stock is way down here. And if you buy up in here, that's pretty risky. You're buying over halfway up the chart on a stock that just started running. It's been running and been running and been running, and there's not been very many pullbacks. Yeah, a little pullback there, a little pullback there, but that's it. So you could try to get on this, but just know that if you get in this, you are risking quite a bit. So you need to have a very, very tight stop loss. Like if you're thinking about an entry, in this area right here, which I probably wouldn't, just because we have a new downtrend started. You look at this. This is a new downtrend. So this stock could easily crack this 595, and if it does that, it could go all the way back down to 450. So it's very risky. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, today is day 3. Yeah, exactly. If you're asking if it's too late, you're probably too late. I mean, there's only two directions stocks go. They either go up or down, and this stock has been going up, 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 up. So at this point, the question you have to be asking yourself is, when is this stock going to come back down? When is too high? And to me, it's just way too high. Let's take a look back. Let's look at a 3-year chart and see. Yeah, so it's not been this high in 3 years. Almost right where that 450, right where that trend line is almost right where the ends of these highs are. Back 3 years ago. So I mean, this stock is up extremely high for the chart, for this stock's normal price. So I mean, like I said, it could go up, it could go down. the odds of it going down get better as the higher it goes up. It's got to pull back at some time. So if I missed a stock that's moved that much, then I'm just gonna move on. I'm not gonna stick with it. Look at this. Let's see how this is. Let's see. Yeah, this is probably it. So this is the max chart, and this is right before 2017. So this is almost, let's see, 3 or 4 years right here. $8 was as high as it's been. All right, and now it almost hit it got close to the $8 area. That $8 is going to be extremely tough because this stock has never been over $8 in its existence. So that line is going to be really, really hard to break. And because of that, because we came up to it, the pullback is probably coming pretty soon. But you are going to see people on Facebook groups today, especially if GNUS holds its gains, if it doesn't crash all the way back down to, $4.50 or maybe $4. People are going to be saying, oh, this stock is a buy tomorrow. And while it could be, it's probably not. It's just risky. Anything you do with this, it's going to be extremely risky at this point. Yeah, I mean, One Life was able to get in and trade it early this morning, but like I said, like I just said, you look at that. Look at this. It's not $8 as high as it's been. That line is going to be damn near impossible for this to break. It's going to take a ton of buying volume. Like, it didn't even get up that close. It got to 780. So once it comes up to test this, I would imagine there's going to be a ton of selling. Now, it could, like, the odds of it breaking straight through, coming all the way up like this, and then breaking through that high, the odds of it doing that are very low right now. What this would have to do is it'd have to sell off because it's got to come back down, and it'd have to start coming around and then come back up again. It's going to have to do that maybe one more time, maybe a couple more times. It might have to keep, bouncing up and down like this for a while before it can ever break that $8. I would be extremely shocked to see this be over $8 today, tomorrow, next week, even the week after. It's possible, but I would be pretty shocked that if that happened. But you can see right here, it's still on a downtrend. So if you get in right now, you have no idea if it's ever going to come back up. Until this downtrend breaks, it could just keep selling off. So you're in a downtrend at the moment. There is a bit of an uptrend, but it's kind of getting squeezed. Like I said, that $8 mark is going to be pretty high. I imagine it might drop soon. It may not, but it's just risky. It's just a risky trade. Even getting into it, you'd have to be in and out quick. Yeah, exactly. There you go. There you go. But One Life also didn't get in way up here. He got in down here, back here somewhere. I don't know exactly where he got in at. But getting that quick little 50 cents or $1, that was a good trade. But like I said, at this point, like, it's already made this run up to that $8 resistance. At this point, it probably could sell off. So if you did look for something, like I said, the downtrend's got to break. It's got to get off the downtrend. It's still not off the downtrend. Once it's above that, maybe you could look for 50 cents, maybe $1. But I just don't think this downtrend's going to break, honestly. You can see a lot of selling starting to come in right here. If it breaks below this 596 line, then this is going to crash off here soon. Because, I mean, it is trying to hold up, but it's getting real sketchy at the moment. Let's watch it and see what happens here. Let's see if it holds up or if it starts cracking, because it's real close to that crack mark. But here's the thing. Let's look at the difference between Seva and this play. So you're opening up way up here on the chart on GNUS. Seva, which is still running, Seva was opening up way down here on the chart. It had been way up here multiple times, been up in these areas. So me buying it way down here, it doesn't have the whole entire chart to fall. You know, versus GNUS, you're buying way up here. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I completely ignored GNUS and was only focusing on Seva, because Seva is going to be this entry down here was going to be a lot safer than buying this stock, you know, way up here on the chart. But alright guys, I think I'm going to call it a day. Get some food. Exactly. You just want to keep those stop losses tight. Now you can see GNUS is trying to break above this downtrend line. So it'll need to confirm, but you can see right there on the 1 minute, selling pressure as soon as it popped above. Again, selling pressure as soon as it popped above because of these long wicks, these long upper wicks. So if it doesn't confirm the break of this downtrend line, then it's probably going to sell off here soon. But yeah, that's it for me today, guys. We'll be back tomorrow for another day. Tomorrow's what, Thursday? So we'll see how Thursday shakes out. I'm going to stick to my plan, or attempt to stick to my plan. But yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. If you don't mind to hit that like button on the stream on the way out. Until next time, guys, have a good one.